Hi, this is Lourdes.
She usually starts, so I have to check.
I know. It's just, you know what? It's so much energy when we're together, and we haven't done this in a while.
And it's our fourth video, so I think it's separate. That's okay. We're
getting there.
Hi, I'm Tara.
This is the fourth video in a series, so we're going to ask you, so that we don't have to go over the whole thing all over again.
Go back and watch the other ones. Right. No, seriously.
Yes.
There's a flow to them. Okay, the reason that we set these up the way that we did is because this is how the energy flows. When the zodiac calendar begins, it begins in Aries, the energy that we're in while we're shooting this right now, which is maybe why we thought of doing this too, is because we were like, let's start something new.
It is.
It starts with fire energy. And then it moves to the earth energy, which is the second video, pardon me, and then it moves to the air energy, which is the third energy, and then we finally, as each of the cycles completes and begins anew, we end with water. Okay, so now let's talk about the water signs. You know, as a fire sign, water is not my favorite energy. But I'm one of those weird mixes, and if you're one of these people, you're right away going to identify. I have my moon is in Cancer, so you know I'm always kind of at odds with myself, and then I work on finding the balance. But water energy is all about emotion. Okay, so we start off with fire that puts us into action. Then we move on to the earth sign that plants us firmly on our home earth. Okay, we move into the air sign, which is how our thoughts are processing, and now we go into water, and that's all about how we're feeling, and that's how the cycle goes. All right, and if you think about anything in your life, right? It kind of makes sense, you know. Let's say you have a kid, right? So there's a little fire, and we have, you produce a child, and you're thinking while you're thinking about having a child, and you're preparing for buying all the stuff and everything, and then all of a sudden you've got this person that you just love to death. Everything kind of flows that way. It flows that with careers and with friends and with, going to the grocery store. You buy a bag of potato chips and you go home, you open up and you're like, oh man, I love these potato chips. It really, like, if you think about it, that's how the energy flows, and that's why the zodiac calendar is, and the whole flow of the energy and the cycles is so important to your well-being, and the more that you work with it and the more that you see the value of it, you're going to see a difference in your life and in your well-being, and how you're able to help the energy to flow the way that you want it to, okay? Everything that we do as energy workers is to help you work with energy to live your best life. All right, so the first of the water signs is Cancer. Lourdes is a Cancer. I have a Cancer moon, so we're familiar with Cancers. I actually have family members that are Cancers too. Cancer is all about caring. It's about nurturing. It's kind of like, it comes in like June, July, and it's family, it's an outward, it's emotion that is sent outward, okay, more than it is brought inward. It's about the people in your life, the situations in your life, how you feel about them and how you care for them, okay, and also how they care for you, what you receive from them. That's also part of Cancer energy. So when Cancer energy is good to work with when, you want to be more expressive of your feelings about something or someone or something. If you are feeling that you want to be more caring, or you are looking to be more receptive, you want to be more open to being cared for. Cancer energy is definitely, because it's an outward energy, okay? Once you move into the second of the water signs, that is Scorpio. And Scorpio comes around November. Scorpio energy goes inward. Very inward. Okay? It's very deep energy. This is when you really go into those deep emotions that you don't want to come out, that you kind of keep to yourself. Feelings are a very funny thing. I mean, no matter how comfortable you are with expressing your emotions, there's always something that's a little maybe uncomfortable about it. And I feel like Scorpio energy, it kind of helps us deal with that discomfort in expressing our emotions, because it helps you to understand your own emotions better. I wouldn't say that it's good for expressing your emotions at all, because Scorpio does not like to be expressive. To the point where often when it is expressed, it kind of comes out a little on the dark side. I don't want to use the word negative, because it's negative is an intention to me. Whereas I feel sometimes, just because Scorpio energy, it's meant to go inward, and sometimes it's meant to stay inward and be dealt with inward, that when you bring it out into the light, it comes out awkwardly. So that it can seem a little off.
Strong, too.
And strong, exactly, and strong. Okay? Which is not the same as intending something to be negative. Okay? So Scorpio energy is good if you are trying to bring up emotions that you've been repressing, that you feel are maybe not in your best interest, that are damaging your well-being. Use Scorpio energy to pull that, to pull that energy out, so that, at least for yourself, so that you can understand it better, and you can find a positive use for it, and find a way to work with it so that it's making you feel better. Because that's all the water signs are all about. It's about how you feel. It's not about how anybody else feels. It's about how you feel. And the better you feel, the better your well-being is going to be, and the better you are going to be as you go out into the world. When you're using all the other signs, when you're using the fire energy, the earth energy, and the air energy, if you're feeling really good, all that other stuff is just going to flow in a more positive way. Okay? So that's what Scorpio energy is good for. And then the last, and this closes out the whole zodiac calendar, is Pisces. Pisces are the little fishies. So they're in a way, again, it's, I talk in the earlier videos about how the whole last part of the, I think I called it a quadrant. It's not really a quadrant, but I don't know. I just like the way the word sounded, so I'm still going to call it that. Who's going to stop me? The whole last, well, there's 4 of them, so you could call it a quadrant.
You can call it, but it's four elements, periods.
It's 4 elements, but it's part of a third.
Yes.
If there's any mathematicians out there, feel free to write in and tell me what it is. Anyway.
It's a trilogy of signs.
I don't know if I want to call it. I like that. I like that. A trilogy of signs.
It is. It's a trilogy of signs.
That sounds like a good movie. I would go
Could
see.
be.
Anyway, the last one, it ends with Pisces, and as I said in the earlier videos, those last ones kind of are the ones that are limitless, okay? They help us to move beyond any self-imposed limits, anything that we feel is holding us back. So Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the energy of belief. It's unconditional love for yourself, for others. It can go inward, it can go outward, it can be used in any way that you see fit. There's no limits to it. I like to use Pisces energy best for when I want to just put more positive energy towards something, I want to believe in something, I want to have faith. Pisces energy is great for that. It's also great for changing your emotional point, if you will. You know, if things are feeling a little negative, a little sad, Pisces energy can help you turn that around and see that everything is always flowing. Water is always in motion, right? I mean, you almost never see water just kind of being still. There's always a little bit of, maybe you don't see it, maybe it's beneath the surface, but there's something going on there. It's the same thing with your emotions too. They don't have to stay in one place. And you can help to move them in a more positive way that will benefit you better by using the Pisces energy to believe in the goodness of the world, have faith in, you know, whatever you need to have faith in right now. Pisces energy is going to help you do that. And that's why it's the energy that closes out the wheel, because it's just chance for you to kind of take a look around, see how you feel about everything before you start a new cycle. And that's, Pisces is really good energy for that. How does that make me feel? That made me feel really good, so I'm going to do more of that. That didn't make me feel really good. I'm not going to do that anymore. And that's what it's all about. It's limitless, but it helps you to realize that you don't have to accept anything that you don't want to accept. That's one of the most positive things for me about Pisces, is you get to choose. And it may not always feel that way with your emotions, because emotions aren't meant to be controlled. I'm not talking about controlling your emotions. I'm talking about choosing the ones that, helping you to choose the ones that are going to benefit you the most. And that's what Pisces energy is all about.
Okay.
All right, so that closes out the zodiac wheel, and that kind of brings us full circle back to fire.
Back to Aries.
And again, as I said in the other ones, just because we're not in Pisces right now, right now the sun is in Aries, so we're at the furthest point from Pisces. But actually that's not true, because Neptune is in Pisces. And so there's Pisces energy that's very close to us right now. But the constellations are always there, the energy is always there. You can always call on it whenever you need it.
All right. Thank you for watching this video. For Reiki-infused photos, occasional polls, and sometimes exclusive videos, please go to the Community tab, which is on my channel's homepage. If you're interested in receiving free Reiki during our group sessions, also news and updates on energy, as well as my latest services, please go to my website, ReikiFromLourdes.com. Tara?
Also, if you're interested in looking at or learning more about the astrological energies that are surrounding you or surrounding a particular situation, I do a reading. I call it a happy horoscope reading, because it's always happy. Because there's always happy energy around you. It may be hard to see sometimes, but trust me, it's there. I do a happy horoscope reading. If you're interested, I will have I don't really have like a website or anything like that, but I will post an email on Lourdes's website.
I'll have a link in the description box.
She'll have a link, so you can go on the link and just send me an email, and then I will get back to you, and we can set up a time. We can either do it on the phone, or I can send you an email with the results, and I can give you a little bit better description of the kind of reading that I do.
She'll give you more information on her services.
Right.
Also, if you have any questions on astrology, which are, again, not my forte,
feel free to send me an email.
Please send Tara an email, because you can ask me, I won't know the answer.
Yeah, but I'm always happy. It may take me a day or two to respond, but I'm always happy to, any questions or anything that you want to know about them, I'm happy to
help out.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks again.
Thank you.